Today we are talking about Meatless Mondays in the CI Kitchen with guest chef Carrie Anderson, who has a very special, very delicious dish to share with us. Welcome back, Carrie.
Hi, thanks for having me back.
Absolutely, and I got to say before we get started here, you guys over at She Chefs, She Shops, She Educates.
Nailed it.
You guys have been on a journey this May.
We have. We are attempting to be meatless for the month of May. I don't think anyone's batting 100 so far, but we are giving it our best shot.
All right, well, share with us some of the wisdom that you have to bring us today.
Okay, well, we're gonna make a crabless crab cake.
Crabless crab cake.
Jackfruit, and I brought you some to sample.
Okay, what is a jackfruit?
So jackfruit is an extremely large fruit, mostly grown in India. When they're underripened, they can be brined, and that's what we're going to use today. My very first show, I used jackfruit here.
Okay.
So we're going to make a crab cake out of it.
Okay. And this is it raw here. This is like from the plant itself. Right. Okay.
So you don't want to eat the seeds, and then there's some like feathery pieces in between each of the segments.
And that's like this right here?
That's the edible piece.
I can eat this?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to try it.
It's very sweet.
I can eat it raw?
Yes.
Oh, that is good.
Isn't it?
It actually has kind of a pineapple-y kind of characteristic
pineapple,
to it.
papaya. And
that's really good.
So when they're ripe, they're super, super sweet. When they're underripe, you can brine them and use them for savory applications.
All right. So what are you doing over here with the mixer or the food processor?
Yes, so I have some green onions, some garlic, some bell pepper, and parsley, and I'm going to chop that up real quick. And then we're going to just build a crabless crab cake in this bowl. So all of our ingredients will go in here. I'm going to throw the jackfruit in next. You want to make sure that you drain it and rinse it really, really well. So you can see that looks very different than
very different. Doesn't have that same color.
Correct, yes. And that is in part due to the brine, but it is underripened as well. Best thing about these, you got to put it together correctly or it won't work. So we're going to throw some jackfruit in. You want to kind of leave the jackfruit a little bit intact. You just want a slight shred so that the texture is similar to crab meat.
Got it. So this is the part that would imitate the crab meat.
That's right.
And it's interesting because it's sweet, and crab meat is also a sweeter meat.
That's true. Yeah, I have not thought about that as I've made this. It does really do a good job of mimicking crab.
Which, by the way, I really like that small food processor you have there.
Works really, really well.
So you just dump it in all together.
Yep.
And then you're going to mix it up?
Yes, I am. So we're done with that part. To this, we're going to add some breadcrumbs, which most of these are ingredients you would put in a crab cake. We have some mayo. You can use vegan mayo if you'd like to ensure that it is vegan. We have a little bit of lemon juice. And then this is a blend of seasonings. We have Old Bay, nutritional yeast to add some vitamins and some protein because jackfruit does not have any protein really at all. And then some furikake. I like furikake.
What is furikake?
Yeah, it is used, most people might use it or recognize it from sushi.
Okay.
It's like a topping that you put on sushi. I'll let you take a look at that.
Yeah.
This one has ground shrimp in it. And so, obviously, they're not vegan.
So this wouldn't be a vegan version, but you could you go without it if you wanted to be completely vegan?
Absolutely. You could just put nori in it, a sheet of nori.
Which is the seaweed.
That's right. Shred it up.
All right. Well, that is actually starting to look like, you know, the makings of a crab cake there.
That's right. So in the skillet, we have a little bit of butter with a little bit of olive oil that helps to rise the smoke point, make it a little bit higher. Butter for flavor. I think you all know I love a little bit of butter.
And I love a little bit of, or actually a lot of bit of butter. So you get that pan nice and hot before you put the crab cake in there.
That's right. Want to hear a nice little sizzle. And you can make these whatever size you want, maybe a quarter cup or half cup, depending on if it's an entree or a side.
And so you can make sliders or full-on burgers
for sure. Oh, yeah, you could. I have not done this as a burger, mostly as an appetizer.
See, I always think big, Carrie. I like my food nice and big, you know. Lots to eat.
That's right, that's right.
Well, this is super easy. I love how you're just packing them together and then putting them straight onto the pan.
That's right.
And then you're just going to brown them on each side?
That's right. Since there is no meat, egg.
You don't have the same temperature concerns.
That's right. That's right. You can cook these pretty quickly. You just want to get them brown on both sides. And then we're gonna serve them up with some remoulade and some fresh lemon.
Well, this sounds delicious, and coming up, we're going to actually give these crabless cakes a taste, so stay tuned. In the meantime, connect with Carrie on her Facebook page, which we'll have a link to on CILiving.tv after today's show.